Aloha, my name is Chris Schwengel. I teach a self-contained 4th grade classroom here in Honolulu, Hawaii at Punahou School. This is my 23rd year of teaching. We've been using silhouette cutting machines alongside Model Maker software for about 10 years now. It is actually what we call plug and play technology. Using Model Maker is wildly intuitive for the students. What this really is taking math off the page. So when it comes to STEM, we're talking about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Well, it's the engineering component which is so often left out.
I'm Suzanne Yamanaka. I'm teaching math at Kapolei Middle School in Hawaii. The project that I came up with is actually making a 3D model city, and we use Model Maker to make the buildings that go in our city. It was a way for us to introduce geometry without the textbook.
The silhouette cutting machine is perfect for introducing elementary school and junior high school students to engineering. My favorite thing about Model Maker is first of all, it gives kids authentic design challenges that they enjoy. Everything is math-based. Let me give you an example. So what the kids do is end up making a miniaturized pizza box, for example. They take the original pizza box and they have to measure it, the length, the width, and the depth, recreate it in Model Maker. It allows the students to import images. So instead of a plain side, you get a more detailed side. But what the computer doesn't know is which way to orient these shapes. So they're using spatial reasoning, they're using measurement. Then Model Maker shrinks it down and we get a scaled model, unfolded net using cardstock. The silhouette cutting machine then not only cuts it out, but perforates where the folds are. And what we end up with is a perfectly scaled model of a pizza box. They've done all this math, yet it doesn't feel like a math lesson or a math project to them. There's not a single safety issue. The blades are well covered. And to be honest, there's not many ways the kids can break them. Model
Maker, I would say it opens up windows for the students to think of other vocations. It is limitless.
Also, nowadays, 3D printing is the hot, trendy thing. And the silhouette cutting machine and Model Maker software are perfect lead-ins to every skill you need to do a successful 3D print. We look at these pros and cons of 3D printing. One of the cons is a single project takes hours to print. The silhouette cutting machine cuts every project in a matter of seconds, and so we're not wasting a lot of classroom time. I also find the silhouette cutting machines and Model Maker software very responsible financial choices for schools. And keep in mind, the materials that you'll constantly use are paper. In any school or classroom who wants to get involved in the maker movement, the silhouette cutting machines are a perfect starting point. The products that the students have come out with have been astonishing. History proves through people like Steve Jobs and Einstein that students who aren't necessarily traditionally book smart may be hidden geniuses. And that's exactly why we want to expose as many students as possible to software like Model Maker and these silhouette cutting machines. It will fundamentally transform math instruction in your classroom.
I named my program Hands-On Geometry. Instead of doing surface area of a prism, how much more, hands-on can you get than actually making the prism itself and measuring it and discovering why we're doing all of this instead of just through the textbook.
I was in Mrs. Yamanaka's quarter 1. When we were making the cities, all of us, we were just smiling and laughing. We all were having fun while creating the buildings, so you can tell that there was a good teamwork effort into building the city. When I first came into this class, I didn't have any interest in engineering, but then I realized that maybe I do want a place in engineering in the future. It really does inspire the kids to follow their dreams to being an engineer.